quite the year for you. You've had quite a year. What do you attribute your success to this year?
Well, really, my line and my teammates, they motivate me every day to do better in practice and on and off the field in school and everything else to make me play that way.
Now, was there any preseason conditioning or change in work habits that you did?
At the house, we was doing ladders and stuff, and then I did 7-on-7 to work on my route running and my speed.
When we had talked at the end of the year last year, about goals and things he wanted to accomplish, that's the first thing he said was he wanted to get faster. And I picked at him about the long runs he'd have last year where he'd get caught and couldn't finish it in the end zone. Well, this year when he gets in the open field, he's gone. So the speed improvement that he's managed to accomplish in the last year has really been something.
What were your goals going into your senior year?
Well, my goals was to get 20 touchdowns and 2,000 yards because I came up short on 1,000 yards, so I try to come back even better.
With all the things going around with COVID and the cancellations, things like that, did any of that affect what you had in mind, what you were doing, how you were training?
No, sir. I was just doing stuff at home to keep me in shape while we was on quarantine. So when I came back, I was already 100% in shape and everything else.
What do you feel like has been your major highlight, your major achievement as an athlete?
Well, really getting 1,000 yards, that was really big for me. And then a lot of people start noticing me and stuff after that.
What does having a back like Ray Banner mean to your program?
Well, on the field it's huge. Obviously now you've got a marquee guy that teams have to try to focus on, which helps open up things for guys around them because so much attention is being focused on Ray. And then for the program itself, it's been great because it's brought a whole lot of positive attention to what we're doing here. So, if you don't have that guy who's going for 270 and 5 touchdowns opening week and then following that up with 250 and another 4, people right here at the school may know you're doing well, but people around the mid-state may not. But when you got a guy like that and then he's a good kid on top of it, doing those kind of things on the field, that just brings all kinds of positive publicity to the school and the program.
Okay, so let's talk about, you've had some big games. How do you celebrate a big win? What's a celebration of a big win for?
Really just go hang out with my teammates, go to Wingstop, get some wings, and just chill. Yeah,
I was gonna say, what kind of wings you eating?
Well, I'd be eating the mild wings, the meal.
Man after my own heart. Okay, all right, let's flip that. What's your process after a disappointing loss?
Well, I'll just go home and think about the game, like what we could have did better. And then the next day I'll watch film, look at all the teammates' mistakes, and I'll text the group chat and tell them what we need to work on and stuff.
He's just that quiet lead by example guy. He's not a vocal get in your face guy, but he comes and works hard every day. And like I said, we're not the only ones that saw it. Everybody saw the work he put in the off season and during the Corona time when we couldn't get together because it was so obvious. Even that first practice when we're running plays and he's taking the ball and he's going 40 or he's going 50 and finishing each rep in the end zone and just seeing how much faster he'd gotten. So it was obvious that he'd put in the work. His teammates voted him team captain. So it's obvious that even though he may not be the most vocal guy, that there's a lot of guys that are looking up to him.
Well, let me just ask you, what kind of person is Ray outside of football? Outside, where you see him in the school, what kind of kid is he?
He's just your normal kid. I mean, if you see him in the school, what you don't think is, well, here's a guy who should be a finalist for Mr. Football. He's not that guy who's walking around with his chest all loud and talking about himself. He just fits in with everybody around. And if you didn't know who he was, and you just saw him in the hall, you would just think he's another student at Laverne High School, which I think is phenomenal and speaks greatly to his character.
Can you give me an example of a Ray Banner moment, something that's classic Ray Banner?
Wow, I don't know about one moment, but actually, we kind of have one out here today. And to know Ray, like I said, he's not very demonstrative, but he'll get a smile on his face when you start picking at him or something or what have you. So we had a play today where our quarterback was running a sprint out pass for Ray. Quarterback just falls down, on his own, nobody around him. I called Ray over and I called Dre and I said, I'm going to take a picture with you two guys together and I'm going to give you an award for the most likely to fall down in practice. with nobody around you. Because Ray's had the tripsies a little bit a few times too. Thankfully, it's Monday through Thursday and it doesn't happen on Friday. But we've had a few Tuesdays like that. So, but just seeing the smile on his face and just like, yeah, Coach, I know you got me. That's classic.
Okay, aside from football, let's talk a little bit about Ray. What accomplishments make you most proud away from the game?
Well, like, I don't know, this is kind of tough.
Well, do you have any hobbies or any accomplishments or anything like that that you?
Well, like, I be playing the game, but that's really about it. Like, I'll be on 2K playing.
Play that.
Well, now I'm finna do track, but last year the corona ruined it, so this year I'll be doing it.
Thinking ahead, what do colleges need to know about Ray Banner that they don't see on film?
Well, I'm a team player. I could help the team out. They can put me anywhere on the field. I can do the job. Like, it doesn't matter where they put me at.
Some fun questions. Going to take pressure off of just some lightning questions. You already stole one of my lightning questions when you talked about wings, man.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your preferred pregame meal?
Chick-fil-A. I'll be every game day. We all go to Chick-fil-A, go get a number one, some cheese, Powerade.
Nothing wrong with that. Think about who's your favorite sports hero. Who do you emulate?
Man, this is kind of tough. I don't know. Like, I just look at a lot of athletes, and then like my friends really, they motivate me because they're doing big things, and we all want the same goal. So we just all be working hard together. Like, I don't really like just look at somebody. I look at everything just in general.
What's your pregame music? Everybody's got a playlist. What's your pregame music?
Well, I listen to Gunna, Youngboy. I listen to really everybody. And then the team, they be playing their little music, and it be getting me hyped too.
Okay. Favorite sports movie? What's your favorite sports movie?
It was this one movie. It was on Netflix. I forgot. It was with The Rock, and it was like that jail movie. Like, it was like football. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know which one he's talking about.
It's like it started with a G, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot, but I love that movie.
I was going to ask you, if of the movies you've seen, sports movies, what coach does Coach Woodward remind you of the most?
Well, the movie I was just talking about, The Rock, like, he still remind me of him because, like, he cared about the players a lot, and like he did everything in his power to help everybody with their issues and everything else, like on and off the field.
Is that a football movie?
Yeah.
Gridiron Gang.
Yeah, I think that's the little jail movie, like.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Gridiron Gang. Yeah. Took me a minute to come. Took me a minute.
Yeah, I kind of forgot it too.
What kind of qualities does he possess that maybe other people don't see, that don't see him every day?
They don't see him every day. I mean, they don't know what a good heart he has, what a good kid he is and how he does care about others and how he wants to do the right thing. He wants to lead. And when we talked after last season, and we talked about how you don't have to be vocal. If it's not in your personality to be the loud guy, that doesn't mean you can't lead. You can still lead. And he wants to be that mentor, and he wants to put Vergne on the map, and he wants to have a big year. But he also wants it to be in good shape when he leaves.
And if you had to make a pitch to a college recruiter or to a college that was looking at Ray, what would you tell them? What can he bring to them?
I would say, first off, look at his improvement from junior to senior year. Just from the commitment he made in one summer, look how much better. Look at his film from his junior year. Look at his film from his senior year and see how much better he is. Don't just watch his highlights. Watch him through the course of the game. Watch him when he steps up in pass protection and picks up that linebacker, allowing our quarterback to step up and get the ball out. Watch how he carries himself during the game and know that he's going to continue to get better. He's got a high ceiling. He wants it. It's the most important thing. I mean, if you ask him what else he does outside of football, he's probably going to sit there and either not come up with anything or just have to think for a while, because for him there is nothing. It's football. So whoever gets him is going to get a kid who's going to come in committed to being the best football player he can be.